You know, I told you this on the side,
Yeah.
and I said, bro, like, it's best for you to be single in these years of your life so you can really grind.
Yeah.
You know, it ain't nobody going nowhere. Bella ain't going nowhere. Unless a girl get a new nigga or
Yeah.
something, but like Bella ain't going nowhere, Brooklyn ain't going, whatever, whoever you like in this moment. But get your ducks in a row first and grind and not have no restriction. There's real restrictions when you're in a relationship.
Yeah.
It's like you gotta
Definitely.
always consider their feelings.
Yeah.
So it's like you can't really work how you want to work.
Yeah.
And if I can tell myself something at age 22, I would tell myself not to get in a relationship because it's damn near like having a part-time job, bro.
Yeah.
You really have to apply a lot of time and effort. Like you might be doing video.
Wrong. Let me explain something to you right now. Relationship advice from Breathe Easy. If your relationship feels like a job, you're not supposed to be in that relationship as it is in that moment. I'm not saying for you to leave the person, but you guys need counseling and you guys need to figure out what the problem is. You know what I mean? Like a relationship, there's ups and downs, but having it feel like it shouldn't be a chore. Because he said you always got to put that person's feelings into consideration. You know what I mean? That's never a chore. That's not a chore. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? Like 9 times out of 10, like feelings like okay, like it's only a chore if you and that person aren't as compatible because your feelings aren't aligned with each other. You know what I mean? So, but I do agree with him in the sense of like, yeah, man, at 22, I wouldn't try and get into a serious relationship. Any like I'd say between like 18 and like 25, 27. These are the years for you, yes, to grind, school, educate yourself on what the future of life it has in store for you. You know what I mean? And also, you're like I said at the beginning of the video, you're finding yourself as well. So if you just hop out the gate, fresh off the porch, you meet somebody and then you want to start your life with the first person you meet. Well, you're not the person who you're going to be 10 years from then. You know what I mean? The person you are at 22 is very different from the person you are at 30, 33. You know what I mean? So it's just like if you end up putting yourself in a position to where you lock yourself down in a relationship when you don't even know who you are as a person. You know what I mean? So you won't, yeah, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard. Only certain people are built for that, But a relationship is never supposed to feel like a chore. It's not supposed, like people say, oh, relationships and marriages is hard. I say there's ups and downs. You know what I mean? I don't think it's hard. I wouldn't say it's hard. Hold on a second.
Videos all day and your girl get an attitude when you're doing your last video, like, nigga, when you gonna take me out to eat?
Yeah.
When you gonna take me to the movies? When we gonna go on a date? And then it causes relationship problems in your real life that can affect your content. And you might get mad, get in an argument. You might not want to film the next day. Might not want to stream the next day. Might not want to go to the studio the next day.
And that's
Whatever.
real.
Like,
I've been through that. I've been through this in past relationships. And I think it's because I'm an emotional person. Yes. And that's the worst. You got to get away. If you're the type, here's the thing. I would get into an argument with my significant other. And that argument, although it was over, like maybe like, yeah, nah, da, 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 like it's like well, maybe not F you, but like, we're upset at each other. And that will drag my entire day. No matter what I'm trying to do in my day, I will find myself struggling because of the energy that is being exchanged between me and this significant other. Like he said, you can't go to work, you can't focus. And if you trying to if you're like a business, if you're somebody who needs to be on 10 in every moment in life, there's certain people like that's how they live. You know what I mean? Like they need to be on 10, meaning like they're always working, they're always trying to figure something out, their brains are always going. Yo, bro, you can't live like that. You cannot live like that with somebody. You know what I mean? And it sounds like he's in a like, I wish somebody would, nigga, when you gonna take me out to eat? Chick, you better go get us, you better hop in the. You know what I mean? Like if a man like there's like certain ways that you gotta like express how you want certain things. You know what I mean? Like if you allow your girl, like if you out here working and you allow your girl to be like that. Like it's different. There's a difference where like because he's talking about attitude. He's talking about like, yo, she's being upset, she's being hostile. There's a difference in saying like, yo, hey, babe, we haven't been out to eat in a while. Like, like, can we go out to eat? And it should never like you should never have to do anything more than that. You may have to do it more than once, but to be like, nigga, when you gonna take me out to eat? Like, yo, go find you somebody else to go out to eat with. You know what I mean? Especially somebody that's working, making money, trying to provide. Like, this is more important right now than going out to eat. But in the taking her feelings into consideration, you know what I mean? Like you might want to do it once or twice or whatever. But the important part is the grind. You know what I mean? And she should be able to understand that if you're grinding. It'd be one thing because he's talking about streaming and shit like that. It'd be one thing if you're just sitting on your butt, not making money or streaming. Like right now, I'm not making his type of money. You know what I mean? I'm not going to neglect my loved ones or, whatever to just do a hobby. You know what I mean? But it's just like if I'm at work, I'm at work. You understand? And she needs to be able to understand that. And even if she can't understand that, the tone she comes to express her grievances needs to always be correct. You know what I mean? Like you're like never in life, nigga. Like y'all be and it's funny because it'd be like y'all be so tough, but then we hear your girl talk to you and it'd be like, God damn, bro. Hold on a second.
Take me out to eat.
Yeah.
When you gonna take me to the movies? When we gonna go on a date? And then it causes relationship problems in your real life that can affect your content. And you might get mad in the argument. You might not want to film the next day. Might not want to stream the next day. Might not want to go to the studio the next day. Whatever. Like, So I would tell myself if I was 22, I would say, bro, just grind it out. Let a relationship happen.
Yeah.
But only happen when you feel comfortable in yourself as a man. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I would tell me, I'm gonna stop yapping after this. My last comment. I feel like you shouldn't get in a relationship until you feel like a nigga can't DM your girl and take your girl. Like if you feel like it's a nigga out there that's more lit than you, more like stable than you that can take your girl, then you ain't working hard enough.
I feel that, but I mean, I don't really.
Oh, I thought he was going. Oh, he is. He has a good point, but he ended it. I wish he didn't end it like that. No, he's right. And okay, this is what it's saying. You should not be in a relationship with a woman that you have any second guesses of that somebody will take her from you. But that doesn't come from you being the best man on the planet. That comes from you knowing the relationship that you and your girl have. So he's right, but he's speaking that in the sense of like, yo, I need to be the littest dude that my girl will ever bump into. And sorry, even you, Mr. DDG, that is impossible. You know what I mean? It's a very big pond we're all swimming in. You know what I mean? There's going to be bigger and stronger fish. But the thing that needs to be bigger and stronger is the connection that you have with your significant other. That's the important part. It's not a materialistic thing. You know what I mean? It's a connection thing. You feel me? So it's like, damn, I was riding with him until he said it until the end part. You know what I mean? But like that's ego. That's ego. And somebody in his position, you can see how he would think that, no, I need to be the best person that my girl will ever meet because, he's surrounded by a lot of success, a lot of money, a lot of fame and all that stuff. But he's in his own bubble. You know what I mean? He's definitely in his own bubble. But at the same time, he's still dropping gems. As a matter of fact, let's bring it back a few seconds and see and analyze it some more. Hold on a second.
I feel like you shouldn't get in a relationship until you feel like a nigga can't DM your girl and take your girl. Like if you feel like it's a nigga out there that's more lit than you, more like stable than you that can take your girl, then you ain't working hard enough.
I feel that, but I mean, I don't really be like. It's always gonna be a nigga litter than you. Like it's always gonna. It's a nigga litter than every nigga in this world. You feel me? Yeah. More money. You feel me? All that. You feel me? But it's like I don't know. I don't feel like a nigga. I feel like what a nigga bring to the table already, another nigga not gonna do for you.
Yeah, nah. I need to start a podcast with my homies, man, because I'm like he. It's so funny because he pretty much said the same thing I said, but like in so little words. It's like, damn, bro. Like, hold on. But but yeah. So no, he's speaking at this from the perspective of you shouldn't even enter into a relationship until you're pretty much the best man on the planet. And that doesn't make any sense. You shouldn't enter into a relationship. And this is why I'm posting those provocative pictures. I wish I was in a relationship with somebody that was posting sexy pictures. I'd be like, if only sexy pictures that are going to be posted of your significant other should be the ones you post. Like, if you want to be like, yo, look at what I'm working with, shorty. Look at Doo-Wop in this nice dress real quick. You post that as on your account. You know what I mean? Like, so because of situations like this, it's just like, you know, when you have a significant other and all they're doing is showing cleavage, all they're doing is showing their thigh meat, their body, their backside, of course they're going to get somebody to message them, and that just brings insecurity into the relationship. No man wants to deal with that. It's one thing if you're just naturally beautiful and whatever dudes want to holla at you, okay, fine, or whatever, but it's another thing if you're inviting the attention. Any point in time when a woman is inviting the attention of other men, that lets you know that you're just on a list and your time is now. That's what that says. There's a list full of people that's on the back end that is ready to climb up to the top of the ladder as soon as you fall off or slip off, or even worse, she feels like she's done with your utility. You know what I mean? With your usefulness. So at the end of the day, nah, man, you get into a relationship with a woman that you feel like isn't going to go anywhere because she looks at you as the best man for her. She looks at you as the best man on the planet. You know what I mean? And let's not forget, a love changes, thug changes, and best friends become strangers. You know what I mean? You could either grow together or grow apart. So she may feel like that in the moment, but only time will tell if she feels like that forever. You know what I mean? And 50% of a lot of relationships, or even, I think it might be more than that now, fall apart. They fall by the wayside. You feel me? Because with time, like I said in the beginning, you're not the same person you was. So as long as you guys are growing together, you should be fine. You feel me? But it's hard to grow when you have other people trying to peek in and trying to snatch your girl. You know what I mean? Like, nah, bro, I could never. There's enough problems to deal with in relationships, let alone some dudes trying to tell your girl how cute she is and her little thong. You feel me? So no. that's that's a no-brainer right there for me, man. That's a no-brainer. But I mean, but you know what though? That mentality will get him far, but it will also not get him into a relationship, because if he thinks that he's gonna, success isn't, being a provider and being successful aren't the same things. You know what I mean? Like, being a provider is that I'm providing. You can be successful and not a provider. You know what I mean? Like, you could be a rich deadbeat dad. You know what I mean? So that's not what it is. It's the providing element. You feel me? And yes, they're both things kind of work hand in hand, but they're not the same thing. Somebody who is super successful will have more to provide if he chooses to do so. But somebody who isn't successful can still provide. You know what I mean? As long as they're not like a bum, they can still do the job. You feel me? And so I think that as long as you're comfortable as a man in the way you can provide for your significant other, then you can enter a relationship, because that's big too, especially if you're trying to do an adult relationship. An adult relationship, yes. Although I don't believe money, you should win a girl over with money. You should win a girl over with materialism. You shouldn't win a girl over like that, but you should be confident in yourself that you can provide for you and that girl. You know what I mean? Because it's a thing in terms of like security in a relationship, because women look for providers. You feel me? And it's also like, how should I put this? Like, it's just in your blood. You know what I mean? It's like a man thing. You want to be able to provide for you and your family. You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day. Hold on a second. I gotta make sure I don't go over. Okay, we getting close. Yeah, you want to make sure you're able to provide. You feel me? It just makes it builds up your your manliness, not manliness. What am I? I have it, but it's hard for me to get it out this time because it's losing me right now. But you know, like if you're a bum, then somebody can provide. Then nigga, you probably lose your girl no matter how solid of a person you are. That's just the facts of life. You know what I mean? Like you don't got to be rich, but you got to be able to provide. You know, like even if it's like whatever, even if she's pitching in too. I'm not saying for you to pay all the bills, but I'm saying you got to be able to give her security. Women look for security. You know what I mean? Like they look for security. And that's why the guy with the bigger bag usually wins, because they see that and they view that as security. But you know, the girl you want is the girl that sees the security in you and not the materialism that you bring to the table. You should be the security blanket. You know what I mean? Your work ethic, your morals, you know what I mean? Your hard work. You like that should be the security blanket, not the materialism, because that's what she would be in love with. That's what she would be focused more on, as opposed to building you. Like actually, I got a good example. Like you know, for if I'm a businessman, you know what I mean, and I have my own business, my wife or my girlfriend should understand that security that she's being provided with is coming from me, as opposed from the business. Because when she thinks of when you look at it as a like, oh, it's the work that he does is not him, then the work that somebody else does who might be a little bit bigger and better or whatever, it only makes sense for her to jump ship. You know what I mean? But when she sees the value in you, like coming from you, you know what I mean, then it's just like, okay, no, like I get my security from him. You know what I mean? Like even if this business falls, we're gonna be together because I know he's gonna provide for me and whatever, give me that security. But anyways, I think we running. Yeah, we pushing close. Oh, I wanted to read the comments. Oh my gosh, yo, them Indians are mad at me, bruh. Yo, y'all remember that video I posted on the main channel?